There's a couple things that happen from this position, and it depends on their reaction. When you properly feed this lapel, you control their shoulder. This knee shield keeps them away, which oftentimes forces them to drive their weight in. If he's not driving his weight in, I can sit up and I can begin to go for the underhooks. If he's driving his weight in, if he does that, I'll get a lasso. He pulls that lasso out, pulls it out, I go here. I keep him away with the knee shield as I dive underneath. What happens here is that I have to clear that cross face so that my head dips underneath towards my right knee as my legs go to the ceiling, so I can begin to kind of pin his underhook arm, because I shouldn't let him take it out. Now, if he keeps shifting his weight backwards, we go here, okay? And he's kind of got a problem here because that arm is stuck out and I'm halfway to his back. So depending on which way they shift their back, this control, I'm controlling this far shoulder. So if this arm is stuck in there, you have triangle right there. Oftentimes, they'll want to pull this arm out and you have the back. So it depends on how they shift their weight. And you have to feel that with this particular control. So scoot back. What you're trying to do is, you're trying to keep the knee shield and push them away so they drive their weight in as you remove the shield. When you remove the shield, you're diving underneath, literally like a flower pendulum sweep, okay?
Professor, what point do you remove the shield?
After I have control there. And it has to be real deep, tight control, because your arm also is stuck in a kind of a more straight arm lock position. So you got to keep everything tight around your shoulder. So as we're here, okay, and I'm giving up this underhook, he goes typically for that underhook. I dive underneath here, and I lock it here. That's my right hand goes here. As I keep pushing him away, he wants to drive through here. Here. Or here. Whichever one. If you're here, you can go here. But the thing with him now is that he's got that arm stuck. And oftentimes they'll want to bring that arm in. Yes. And now you have this control here. Maybe you have this here. And you have, again, to the back. All right. Now, you have to roll up on your back. Otherwise, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. Now, if he also goes here, and if he starts shifting his way back, okay, I can begin to recover guard. So it creates a space to recover guard also. Now, this control gets the underhook. I need to have this tight as this hand goes underneath, as I invert. Now sometimes they, as you go here, they keep that leg wide and they go back. And now I have this leg here, which puts him, in essence, in a guard, right here. But here I even have a more powerful control here. And he'll probably pull, yeah, because if he doesn't, you have a triangle set up right there. Go here. And you pull him right into that back tip. Okay? This is a real super powerful lapel control move on your back. Think that way. It's the same thing as this. It's the same thing. Okay? With this right here. Because I'm controlling that far shoulder. And this is a very good control. Because it's very difficult for him to turn into me. Turn in. See how you control that shoulder? Okay? Now watch this. From the closed guard, you have to remember also, this is an underhook. If I get here, I have an underhook here. Right? This is a pathway to the back. So from here, again, I'm gonna feed this lapel here. As I go, one, and again, under. And see how he's turning here? Okay? If his hand comes over my head, he gives up the back. If he is planted and stable on the mat, one here, that if he's stable and he begins to load his weight back to his knees, okay? And I hook this leg here, the far leg. And you see where my right leg is? The same concept from the guard. You take the back. You can finish from this mount. And remember, that also enables you to finish from the back as well the same way. So when you have the back, this lapel right in the head pushed away, blocks, and you finish. So how to do this sweep? It's a position that you get, and you're gonna, and you're gonna decide based on what they're doing, whether you're going for the back or you're going for the sweep. But whatever it is, you gotta bring your head to this knee, and you gotta get under his arms here. I want to feed this tight, and I'm gonna shift my weight out this way. So I was able to scoop his far leg here, okay? If he's gonna be here, okay, I already know I can easily take his back. If he gets heavy on his knees, knowing that he's gonna get swept backwards, put your knees down and put your right hand out. Yes. This is what happens here. If you here or that, either one, always fish for that figure 4 seatbelt. Because if you go here, one, two. If he feels this and starts getting tight, you can roll him to your roll, and he'll roll kind of to the left side. And go right back to S mount. And finish from that. You can finish it from the back, from the S mount, depending on which side you're on. But for now, just get this position and sweep. Same thing as from the half guard. Okay, look. Here, and he'll posture, he's not gonna hug the head. Yes. And here, and I go here. So look, from here, scoot out, and try to reach for this leg here. Okay? From here, I have a very good control of his shoulder, and he's riding my leg. If he tries to stay rigid, I let him stay rigid, and I kick him up this way. It's very, very effective here. And I go for this control here, and right back for this control. This hand, just the shoulder, here, push him away a bit here, with everything. With my foot in particular, I roll him this way. Just gonna bring my leg over and finish. Okay? But I prefer you need an underhook here or here. Because if you have an overhook, he's potentially going to escape by sliding over your leg, turning to the left. Turn to the left, turn to your left, turn to your left. Well, maybe not that one, but it's okay. No worries. Okay. So try that, guys. You're going to feed that lapel from the closed guard. Let's do it one more time. Gonna bend this arm over, plant, this hand feeds, scoop under here, scoop under far leg. If you need to readjust this here, and depending on what he does from here, I feel it's just easier to take his back, because he's just letting me go to crawl to his back. If he refuses to let me go to his back, he'll plant his hands and feet and be more of like a wrestler's 4-point stance. So over here, boom, go over my head, And go here. Okay? He gets really rigid here. Yes. And I can roll him, or plant your knees on the mat. Push your right hand out. So you don't need to hold my hand. I can do this. Go here. And go right to his back. Okay? But for now, just get the sweep. And you'll feel their stability. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. John and I didn't